Oh, Jamie.
Ah, hey, Mike.
I've been waiting in the hallway for you. Normally you get out earlier than this from your class.
I've been just staying late for extra credit.
What are you staying late for? For what class are you taking?
I'm learning Greek.
You're learning Greek?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, because I want to go to the islands and be able to talk to the people there.
Oh, sure. So what did you learn today?
Pustis.
Postus?
Putis.
Putis?
Pustis.
Pustis. Oh, it sounds.
Yeah, that guy over there is being a real pustis.
I feel like that's a slur now.
I don't know. I got extra credit for it, though.
Oh, did you?
Where are we to next, Mike?
Luckily, when I signed us both up for this semester for a new class, anti-social studies.
Anti-social studies.
It seemed like up our alley. It wasn't exactly social studies, and it's got anti in it. So, let's see what it's all about.
Social studies, the one where you learn how to cook,
No,
clean, and stuff.
no, it's like history stuff.
Knitting.
You're studying social. I don't know. I didn't do well in social studies, which is why I'm retaking a class.
All right.
Ooh. Well, it's just me and you, it looks like. And there's no teacher. It says BRB on the chalkboard. And then it's dated for, May of 2023.
Mike, all these papers are dated May 2023.
Oh, no. God, we don't have to teach ourselves, do we?
I don't like this.
Have we become the teacher for antisocial studies?
Mike, there's a book on the pedestal over there.
Oh, what does it say?
Antisocial studies.
Oh, okay. So it's on par.
101.
Oh, a dusty microphone, Jamie. Jamie, it's been recording for over a year.
The book?
The episode that this teacher was working on for her podcast.
She has a podcast?
It says I can see. I'm blowing the dust off of the monitor. Look, Jeremy. Jeremy, I think we're just gonna steal this podcast. I think that's just the best thing to do, and then we'll give it credit.
Best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Postis.
Postus. Sounds like a brand of cheese.
Pustis.
Oh, Jeremy, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
Been practicing.
Yeah, I don't know how you changed the octave of your voice like that.
Well, I've also been taking opera lessons.
Oh, really? Can I have an example?
Nope.
Ave Maria.
Postis.
Anyway, Jeremy, Antisocial Studies is the podcast we're stealing today. And, Jeremy, I think, guess what, Jeremy?
What's that?
Guess what today is?
Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
It is. It is, Jeremy. It is. And also, Inauguration Day.
Yay!
I certainly hope this new president can figure out what's going on. Waiting for somebody to do it. And who is it again? Who is it?
Who's the president?
Who's the new president? It's a new guy.
Donald Trump.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Turns out Donald Trump won.
What's the opposite? Bleh.
Turns out the people wanted Trump.
Well, we have to deal with 4 years of Trump.
Could have been worse, Mike.
It could have been worse. Right. We could have gotten Bernie Sanders.
Or
I don't know.
who did we get instead? Here's the 2025.
2025. Wait.
With the fucking microphone.
There we go. Cheers. So we have a new toy for the studio. I got an ASMR microphone, a very powerful Sennheiser.
It's our Foley mic.
It's we just have it hooked up for whenever we want to get tight shots of audio.
Random ASMR coming to you in 2025.
That's right. So we can do stuff like this now.
Their meat is delicious.
Hold on. I got an idea. Tell me if this sounds like anything.
I can literally hear you swallowing it. Yes, a new fun toy for 2025 is a powerful microphone that we just have hooked up whenever we want to use it. All right, Jamie, politics. Politics and history.
Is that what antisocial studies is about?
Well, it's a broad term, and
Wait, whoa, Mike. You can't call her that anymore.
Nope.
It's just a term.
It's not what I said. It was implying.
Just a term, Mike.
It was implying anything. But anyway.
So what? She's got tits and she knows about history.
So, and you know what? Everyone's bored and tired with American history. No one cares about American history.
I can't yes and that. I love it.
Oh, well, what do you like about it, Jeremy?
Just battles and institutions and stuff.
Oh,
laws?
The federal institutions?
Constitution.
The Constitution. Well, there you go. But, Jeremy, history is, we should teach people more about what's going on in the world of politics, right?
Okay.
You know, what about Canada? What's going on over there?
Lots of great stuff.
They had a prime minister or whatever that was smoking meth.
That was a long time ago.
But it's still very funny and relevant.
It's still funny and relevant.
To me.
I think Trudeau's the prime minister over there.
Ah. Who's the king of Canada?
I think the people are the king.
Ah.
Or they have a moose king.
The Moose King of Canada. Geralt.
It's big.
Just a big moose?
Big government.
Oh, big government.
The moose. It's quite large.
Oh, and that's why they came out with that Canadian show with the moose and then the little squirrel. Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Uh-huh.
So Bullwinkle was the preceding president.
Does Bullwinkle mean anything? Or was that just a name?
Bullwinkle meaning.
Mike, do we ever get the results
Results for what?
for Stallone versus Schwarzenegger
No, not yet.
for last year?
I think you won.
Really?
I think you because I didn't get everything else out in time.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
So it's possible. I don't know. We haven't gotten the official.
You heard it, everybody.
But unless I'm wrong and I won.
We did it.
But Jeremy, a Bullwinkle is a term used to describe someone who is not very smart, thick, dense, or stupid. Can also refer to the main character of a children's cartoon called Rocky and Bullwinkle that was popular during the 1960s. But he was probably given the name Bullwinkle because he was not smart, thick, dense,
Because
or
he was
stupid.
thick.
Yeah, look at
He's
that.
a fucking thick boy.
He's a thick guy.
Come here, little Rocky.
Look at the hips on that Bullwinkle.
Yeah. You know what they say about big horns, too. Big antlers.
Big moose penis.
Yep. 4 heart chambers.
4 heart.
5?
4 ventricles? 5 ventricles.
I don't know. How many ventricles do moose have?
Jimmy, let's look that up real quick.
It's antisocial studies.
Yep. You know what? We're not covering any history.
We're doing the history of bull ventricles.
Moose.
Yeah, moose.
Meese?
Mice.
4 ventricles, Jeremy. A standard 4.
Oh, okay. I was right.
Yeah,
All
standard
right,
4
nailed it.
ventricles in meese. What is a group of moose called? Care to wager?
Yeah, please. A murder of moose.
A discovery of meese. It's boring and dumb. A herd. It's a herd of meese.
Yeah, I guess because a deer,
Well, that sucks.
herd of cows.
A flamboyance of meese.
Well, that's about as much history as Canada has.
Well, they had that fun thing where they decided to take a coin and put two different metals in it.
They did do
for
that.
their toonies?
I don't think they started
Loonies
that.
and toonies.
Yep. Speaking about Canada and politics, have you seen any of the things about Trump?
I don't want to talk about Trump.
No, he said, I thought this was funny, and I don't think it matters whether you like him or not. I think you'll find this funny, Mike.
Uh-huh.
He started referring to Canada as the state of Canada and Justin Trudeau as the governor.
Uh-huh. The governor of Canada.
The governor of the great state of Canada is what he's been calling it publicly, and I just find that hilarious.
I see.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find about funny things that have happened in Canadian politics.
Oh. Yeah, you know Martin Luther King Day is today.
Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Jamie.
Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to you, Mike. Did you have
And
today off?
also to you.
Did you have today off?
Nope.
Neither did I.
Yep.
It's a damn shame.
It is a shame.
I should have taken off in solidarity with my wife.
Absolutely. I second that.
You know, what do you remember about learning about Martin Luther King Jr.?
Martin Luther King Jr. was, from my understanding of the way that history is painted, the gentleman,
A black man.
he was black, and he fought tooth and nail to make sure that other black people in this country could live
He
like
fought with
any
teeth and nails?
live like any person. That everyone needed to be equal, give equal rights. Anyone could buy a sandwich.
Thank God he thought about it. Or else we might be still living in a segregated world.
That slot needed to be filled, and it was filled by the great MLK, right?
Uh-huh.
Junior. Let's not forget about Senior. I don't know what he did, if he did anything.
I think he lived in biblical times. I'm not sure.
It's biblical.
Martin Luther.
How old was Martin Luther King Jr.?
Martin Luther. Funny thing about that, actually, Martin Luther King Jr.'s name was not Martin
Oh.
originally. His name was Michael.
Martin Luther King Sr., he was born in 1899 and lived to 1984. He was a pastor, a missionary, and an early figure in the civil rights movement.
Yeah, a little news reading.
Oh, yep.
Noise.
Yep. So his son, Junior,
Come over here, Junior. I love your Sean Connery.
carried the mantle.
You've done that since we were kids.
Junior.
Save it for the next episode because I got a good.
Okay.
I got some lines I want you to say.
Well, you mean the episode that came out last week?
Yep. Save it for last week, Mike.
Save it for last week. Why is time so weird with our podcast?
It's
Actually,
the studio, dude. I'm telling you.
you know, believe it or not, we haven't missed a beat on releasing, but Jeremy and I, we haven't recorded in over a month. Like, it's been over a month for us.
We weren't even here for some of the episodes.
Yeah. Where was we? Where was we?
Where was we?
Where was we?
I don't know where we was.
Where was we, Jeremy? Oh, well, all over the place.
Yep.
But so happy to be back in the studio with you, Jeremy. Happy to be back here talking about antisocial studies.
Hey, Mike, carry the show. I'll be right back.
So Martin Luther King Jr. Sr.
Wax poetic about Martin Luther King.
He was not a junior. He was the first of his name. So what happened? How did he die? No, that's a little morbid. Why would I go straight to that? What nice things did he do? Let me find something. He was just Reverend. So, why would you do that? Why would you use an AI photo to make Martin Luther? It doesn't even look like any of the photos of him. Well, he was born in Stockbridge, Georgia, Mr. Senior. He grew up in a time of intense racial segregation and discrimination. His parents, James King and Delia Lindsay King, were sharecroppers. I don't know what that means. And young Michael experienced firsthand the harsh realities of racial injustice in the South. Despite these challenges, he was determined to pursue education and better opportunities. Then he went to college and he learned stuff. And while he was an established pastor and community leader, his son influenced his approach to civil rights activism. His son was like, don't beat up people. I like Mahatma Gandhi, and that made his dad real happy. And so he gave a bunch of speeches and went on marches, and his son got to see the power of peaceful protest and action from his father. And then, guess what? There was a bus boycott, and Martin Luther King Jr. He's grown up. It's 1955 now, and then he started to pivot and started to do more nonviolent resistance, and then he started to galvanize his father's commitment to the cause. And now,
oh wait, give me the big other mic.
and now that.
That was the news hour with Michael Riley. What'd you just read?
I did. I did a great job, by the
Panic
way.
Red. What was on? I fixed the pipe.
Good.
Yep, I fixed the pipe.
Jeremy the plumber. Well, anyway, Jeremy, it turns out that Senior did a lot.
Mike, our studio was flooding when we started fucking talking about it in time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we started talking about how the time doesn't work right in the studio, and then the fucking pipe burst out there.
Oh, my God. Well, you know what, Jeremy? The show must go on.
I'm out of breath. I ran out there to grab the tools I needed and really quickly fix that pipe.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Uh-huh.
All right, do you want to take a moment?
What did we learn?
Jeremy, I don't know if you know this,
Okay.
but our listeners do now.
What's that?
The stuff that I said, I'm not going to repeat it.
Hey, Mike, can you go back? Rewind.
You're going to have to listen when the episode airs.
Okay. So what's going on now? What's going on in his life now, Martin Luther King Jr.?
Oh, he's dead.
No, yep. I mean,
He was assassinated famously.
when I came in and interrupted.
Oh, let's see. Well, he started to get involved with peaceful protesting, getting people together to show the power of the
Friendship?
voice. Yep, power of friendship, and the voice of individuals grouping together can be heard all around the world.
Was he singing Christmas carols?
No,
Oh.
no, it's usually like, we want to use
Joy to
all
the
the
world.
different bathrooms. We want normal water fountains. We want to sit anywhere on the bus. Like that stuff.
Where do you sit on the bus?
I don't use the bus. The bus is gross.
Have you ever?
I have, yes. I have used public transportation, especially when I was in college, getting to the school from my apartment.
Where did you sit?
I sat in the front of the bus. Right in the front, nearest to the door. So the moment that the bus,
I could get those.
the moment that the bus stopped, I could then immediately remove myself from
Help!
it.
Help me! It's dirty. Everyone was staring at me. Help!
I was usually always late for class.
Yeah, that happens with the bus.
Yeah, so I had to be at the path of least resistance.
What about the school bus?
School bus? I was in the middle. Just right in the middle of the bus, so all the rowdy kids were behind me, all the nerds were in front. It was a good middle ground, literally.
Yeah, I liked. It's kind of still where I sit on the airplane, like row 10, maybe to
Yeah.
just about before the wing or right on the wing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The politics of airplanes, Jeremy.
run by Mormons. So you keep telling me.
Oh, yep. I bring it up every episode.
Well, when the mics are off, you just keep going on and on about the
The
Mormons.
goddamn Mormons and their flying machines. It's the fall of this country.
Everything would be on time if Mormons believed in watches.
Wasn't there a famous political figure in history in like England that you're super passionate about?
What?
King James.
The Bible?
The Bible guy.
The guy who wrote the Bible?
Yeah, he wrote a Bible. Even though it was already written, he was just like, I can do it better.
He's like, bring me my scribes.
All right, so we got this. Let's change a couple things. You know what? I think Jesus needs to be more of the main character. Give him some main character energy.
Make him buff. Give him a long hair.
Buff Jesus. Crown of Thorns sounds spooky. Just do that.
Make him paler.
They didn't crucify him. They beat him with stones, and then he died. Well, the crucifixion sounds way better in my book, in my story of Jesus.
The king's just sitting there. He's like, it would be poetic if his crown was made of thorns.
Hey, what do you guys think about me giving Jesus like magic powers? What do you guys think about that?
No, dude, you can't beat Jesus. You can run on the water, dude.
What are you talking about
away
running
from
on
you.
water? He almost drowned one time. No, I'm leaving that part out. This doesn't make for a good Jesus story.
King James is just ripping out all the pieces of truth. Just ripping them out and writing on the back. He's just spreading ye olde white out all over the original Bible pages.
Mary was a virgin.
No.
No, she wasn't a virgin. No, she's a virgin.
Make his hair longer. Make him a builder.
He's a white man.
He's a carpenter. Sir, they only had stonemasons.
He found trees.
He felled the trees with his buff biceps.
The lumberjack, Jesus. In order to become a carpenter, you have to start off as lumberjack.
Sir, the story doesn't make any sense. There's barely any fish in that river. Well, then he would multiply them.
He had super speed. He could fly.
Sir, grapes don't grow in that region. Well, then he can turn the water into wine.
How does that even work?
I love Kurt.
Hey, it's me, Kurt. Oh, I heard you talking about my favorite book.
I only like the King James version.
The King James Bible.
I stopped finding Bibles in hotels.
Stopped?
They're not in there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them in there. And when I do, it's usually it's the Mormon Bible. Or right?
The
That
tablet guy?
The one with the plates?
Yeah.
The gold plates?
Jingleheimer Schmidt or whatever his name is?
Yep. His name is my name too.
He found the secret tablets of American Jesus?
Yeah.
Man, King James definitely lost an opportunity
Yeah.
of incorporating American Jesus.
Well,
in
he
his
could have just been
adventures.
like, well, Jesus was actually born in London.
I've always wondered how that worked. So, in order for it to incorporate that concept, is it like Jesus came to America on a hearty vacation? And while in America visiting the wildlife and individuals, he wrote some stuff,
Well,
and then he went away.
Well, you see, Jesus was a carpenter. He built himself a boat, and then he navigated through the waters to America.
No, he sprinted. Could you imagine, like, Jesus, he's walking on water, and at nighttime he goes to bed, and he's just laying down on the water, and he's just like a giant water bed.
Just going over
up
every
and-
wave.
Yeah, it's just on his back. So Jesus sprints to America.
I don't know what British ruler you were asking me about. It's King James.
I don't know. You said that, and then there was another guy who was fighting him, and they were war partners, I guess.
Oh, Richard.
King Richard,
I think that's King Richard. He was the young king.
the Lionheart.
Yeah. Well, yep. Yep. Robin Hood.
No, I'm sorry, Dragonheart.
No, he was the child king.
I'm a dragon. You don't stab my heart.
No, that's my only weakness.
Don't you see it beating? Don't touch it.
But I taught you everything you know.
Didn't he like give it to the guy to eat or something? He's like, you broke my heart.
Was it Kevin Costner? Who was it? Who's the fucking guy?
Was it Kevin Costner?
No, it's not Kevin. That's Robin Hood. Mike, you quicker look it up.
Dragonheart.
It was Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
It was Dennis Quaid.
I'm dying, but you see my cool glowing heart? Just suck it dry. It'll give you my power.
Peel back the scale here.
With my one singular claw.
Yeah, why are their hearts so exposed?
Don't tell anybody.
They really just have their heart right on the outside.
Make it very easy for people to kill us if they knew that we had a heart flap.
I'm a very powerful dragon who has spina bifida.
They're saying that, so many cultures throughout time, everyone's drawn dragons that they could have been real.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, but some people have mustaches on their dragons.
I mean, I feel like more than one person invented a clown, right?
Sure.
I don't think one person invented the concept of a clown, but the clowns are everywhere.
Yeah,
I think more than one person can come up with a flying lizard.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if there was a big flying thing?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure they all thought of that.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
As soon as one person thought of it, I'm sure it just entered the zeitgeist.
Well, it was pretty hard for, stuff to, go around like that.
I don't know how it works.
Runners.
I think you just think of something.
I ran here from Jerusalem. Some guy. Oh, God. He said something about a flying lizard. Okay, bye.
Stab, 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 stab.
No.
Kill the messenger. Nah. Dragons aren't real.
Surely not.
Heresy.
Flying lizards.
Are you trying to usurp the king? No, that was cool. The King Richard was pretty dope. He was the leper. And
The Leper King.
Yep, he took Jerusalem.
That's what the Lion King's based on.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Edward Norton plays Mufasa.
Edward Norton?
Yep. Orlando Bloom is Simba.
No, this is last week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. No, it was a good movie, though. Kingdom of Heaven tells the story. There's Saladin.
Uh-huh.
He was a general.
Oh.
And
For who?
For Islam,
Oh. Okay.
I guess. I'm not an expert.
Okay.
He was he was a general, and he was trying to take Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fighting battles with King Richard. I think his name is King Richard. I feel bad if it's not. I think it's Richard. It's all going off the back tendrils of my brain.
Uh-huh.
But he defeated him when he was 16.
Ooh.
He out-tacticked Saladin.
Ah.
And so Saladin had great respect for King Richard, and he sent all of his great physicians to try and help him out with his leprosy and stuff.
He is Richard the Lionheart.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Yes. And Richard and Saladin.
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 Salad man.
I mean, the root word is definitely salad.
Well,
Saladin.
It's also a different language.
Saladin, the paladin.
He wouldn't come up to you like, if you meet a Spanish guy, his name is Miguel, that's Michael, but you wouldn't call him Michael. You call him Miguel. Right?
Would I know?
I don't know. What do you call him?
So if it's Miguel is Michael.
Usually when you're talking to a Miguel, it's all superlatives.
So Jimmy,
I'm like, Mike, stop yelling at him. He doesn't understand you.
So if you have a Miguel and you have a Michael, and Mike is short for Michael, is Mig short for Miguel?
It is.
Mig.
Yep.
Is it?
Miggy.
Miggy.
For cute.
You're making this up.
Miggy.
All right. Anyway, so tell me more about this, Richard. Tell me about King Dick.
Well, he died.
Oh.
And then Saladin took back Jerusalem
Oh.
eventually.
How did he die? From leprosy?
Leprosy, sickness.
Didn't you say that he tried, like, his Mr. Salad tried to save him with all of the king's horses
I
and
did
all the
just say
king's
that
men?
a minute ago.
Tried to put Richard back together again?
He did. But sadly, they could not. And they took the holy city.
A happy ending for everyone.
Happy for everybody.
Hey everybody, Future Michael here. Just want to tell you about our band of the week. It's Sister Scarlet with their song Dreams Come Alive, the electro remix. That song will play at the end of the episode. Great stuff. Make sure you hang around. And we're brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules, lots of content like podcasts. An example, the game. Another example, Nerd News. A third example, Fables from the Forgotten. An audio drama, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that one. Season 2 will be dropping early this year. Probably within the next few months, maybe even March-ish, April-ish, May possibly. So make sure you follow Dungeon Studios on YouTube so you don't miss a new episode. Go binge season 1. What else? My AC is running. It's hot today. I'm so sorry, everybody else. Anyway, all right, I love you. Goodbye. So, Jeremy, would you choose if you had to switch our political?
You want to recast the political people?
Right. So, America now. America's now a monarchy. Who is the king of America? Or queen? Or queen. Didn't say it had to be a king. Could have been a queen.
Me.
Jeremy, the queen of America.
Yeah, I don't know if I could pick a permanent ruler who's then going to pass it down to his family.
Oh, that's gross, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that, so I would just make it me.
The Kardashians.
Yeah, I can't pick a single person that I would trust to rule for possibly ever.
Right.
So I'd have to pick me.
Talk about assassination attempts.
Not when I've got body doubles.
Body triples?
Everyone who lives in my castle.
You just got body triples.
I won't even live in the castle. Just
All right, in order for you to come to the castle party, you all need to look exactly like me. There's going to be a prosthetics gentleman at the door. He's going to suit you up.
everyone walks in and gets a spray tan as they go through.
It's a conveyor
But
belt.
it's just a ring that's spray. Just orange paint.
The shorter people are given stilts. The taller people are having their toes lopped off. That wouldn't make you shorter. You just wouldn't have toes.
Can he even have a body double? Like, there are body doubles out there, right?
Yes.
Like Joe Rogan said he had body doubles.
Oh yeah, he's easy. He's a short king, a bald with buff. Mm-hmm. That dime a dozen, Jeremy.
Yep, tattoos.
Dime a dozen.
Yep. But where are you gonna find one? Where are you gonna find a body double for Trump?
Why are you doing that?
Because the look that happens on your face. You and Jimmy Kimmel are so upset.
I'm not upset. Like I'm, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Jeremy. I'm just not. Well, this is the thing. One thing that I heard, he's looking at getting rid of the income tax and then going back to tariffs. That could be cool. Potentially.
I like it.
But that's going to make everything more expensive, though.
Says who?
Because the companies that are trying to sell their goods are paying higher amounts in order to import it into our country. Mm-hmm. They're paying higher for their exports to sell them, so they have to raise the prices of those exports to cover the cost of the tariff. So we are paying income. We're still paying these taxes. We're just paying them in the form of tariffs to the stuff that we want to buy. Well, I mean, if you think about it, you're only spending extra money on the things that you want to spend money on.
I don't know. I thought he was using them as a tactic. Like, hey, Canada, I'm going to raise your tariffs unless you start securing the northern border. Hey, Mexico, I'm going to put this tariff on everything.
No, he's looking to use the tariffs to get rid of income tax because we used to have that. We used to have that as a country.
I do. I know that.
And then we switched to income tax where America was like, no, we're just going to take the money directly from the people that live here.
Oh, yeah, no, go the other way.
So,
Make me pay more money while I have more money in my pocket. How about that?
So you're technically still paying our government taxes, but you're paying it to the people that have already paid the taxes as tariffs. So when you want to buy that computer for $1,200, that computer's now, going to be $2,000.
But you don't pay any income tax. So
But you
get
don't
your
pay
full
any
check.
income. You're right. You get a full check.
No IRS.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, there still could be state income tax. You realize that, right?
Not here.
Well, we don't, it's Florida, right? We don't have that because we have Disney, which is its own political party.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
The power that Disney holds. I'm going to Disney on Saturday.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, let's talk about that.
Talk about a monarchy. Look
Well,
at that castle.
So here, when it comes to, and I can tie it into like politics and stuff, I love the Disney parks.
Yes.
I love the universe. I like theme parks.
Yes, you do. Yeah, we've discussed this.
Big into that.
Check out Remy's Roundtable Heist.
The politics and stuff involved with these people and the decisions they've made with other media, I don't agree with. And I think that the company is going down in a big way. The quality, in my opinion, has gone down for what Disney produces. And they've been fucking the parks up with the cost, like to ride rides. You pay to ride rides now for lightning lanes. Like to guarantee your spot on a ride, you have to pay money. And you only get 2 times in a day where you get to choose. And it's a lottery between everybody.
Wait, so you can't just stand in a line anymore?
No, you can stand in a line. You can stand in the 2-hour line.
Yeah.
Or you can, so you go, all right, it's an hour plus for each line. So what? We're going to ride 4 rides today. You're not going to get on everything like we used to when we were kids.
Yeah.
We used to run through the park and get on everything we fucking wanted to.
Well, this weekend it's slated to have 40% capacity.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Maybe because of the cold front.
Well, it's just the time of year. It's right after New Year's.
Oh, everyone's leaving.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do at Disney?
Experience it. I think they have new stuff there. I don't know. I haven't been there in like 15
You're
years.
going with your daughter.
Yeah.
And who else?
Her mom.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you're going to go ride rides together and do all that stuff?
Yep.
Okay. Where are you going in Disney? There's 5 parks.
Magical Kingdom.
You go to Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
So you got to get on Haunted Mansion
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Oh, 100%. Look at those spooky ghosts.
Yeah.
Jeremy, why is Disney so obsessed with monarchies? Why isn't there any, like, first ladies?
Oh, you mean like princesses and stuff?
Right, it's all princesses.
It's because it's all based off of European stories where they were ruled by monarchies.
Right, but, like, what about, like, the president's daughter? Why isn't there, like, a president's daughter Disney?
Because presidents are
Lady.
real.
So we're princesses.
Well, they can make up a fake king. You can't make up a fake president of America.
Absolutely,
And
you
then
can.
base
People
a ride
do it
off,
all the time.
and then base a ride off of it and characters that are purchasable. and-
Jeremy, let's go on the new Disney ride, President Bezos. President Bezos Express. It's a train. No one knows where it goes.
I think it's funny that you picked from a world of like business people when we've only ever had one businessman as a president. Usually they're all generals or lifelong politicians.
or actors.
Or lifelong politicians. Ronald Reagan was a politician before he became president, right?
Uh-huh.
But your go-to is Jeff Bezos when it would be like Pelosi. You got to pick from a pool of people who've always been politicians is the most likely president. Maybe that's why they haven't done it. Because you would have President Walt Disney would be the fake fun president.
President Disney.
Yeah, President Disney.
Nah, they wouldn't do that. They're not that audacious.
Well, I think they're trying to bury him.
He's been dead a while, Jeremy.
Well, they're trying to take
Should have buried him when they died.
Well, they keep hauling his body around every parade.
There he is.
Oh, look at his skeleton waving at the kids.
Usually they just keep it in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but they dusted it off
There he
once a year.
Kids pull candy out of his eye sockets. It's fun. He's got they use his skeleton as an animatronic.
I think it would be funnier if they had Walt Disney's skeleton like on the bottom of a stage, but then up in the rafters they had an actual like puppet master, and they had the skeleton on strings, like a marionette, a giant marionette.
And it would be a coveted job, right? Like you can't just start off and be the guy who marionettes the skeleton.
Yeah,
You got to work your way. That thing comes with a pension, 6-figure salary.
a very massive NDA you must sign. You must speak of none of this. We do have a morgue here at Disney.
This is his real bones.
This is the morgue, or also we call it the puppet factory.
Yeah, no, you got to do Haunted Mansion. You got to see, you're not doing all the cool. You're not going to the cool places though, like Spaceship Earth.
Ah,
I love it. Best.
is Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom?
Yeah,
I thought, do they still have Space Mountain?
yeah. Space Mountain's there.
Okay.
Who has? Oh, that's Epcot. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
It's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, it spins. It's a roller coaster, but your fucking thing turns while you go.
That's cool.
Yeah. No, you don't get to do fucking Tower of Terror.
I'm not just going to take her on Tower of Terror.
Why?
She's not going to want to go on Tower of Terror.
She went on the Iron Gwazi.
Yeah, and she hated it.
She told me she loved it.
No, she didn't.
She said she had fun. It was scary and she had fun.
Well, she doesn't say that to anyone else, though.
Well, that's what she told me.
Well, she probably wanted to just sound cool.
Oh, well, she did.
I was terrified, Jeremy. I had my elbow on her shoulder because I was terrified she was going to fly out of the fucking thing.
She has a lap bar.
I was holding her down with my hands. I was just like, don't die. You're so skinny and small. My progeny.
It's just a lap bar. You go upside down.
Well, it's a lap bar, but it's got the leg brace in the front. So it kind of locks your legs in. So it's really impossible for you to fly out. I mean, if they had a problem with people flying out of that thing, they probably wouldn't run the ride.
They wouldn't have reinforced it with iron and changed it to the iron Gwazi.
Yeah. So
We rode that when it was just the Gwazi.
yeah.
When it was all made out of wood.
Rotting termite infested wood.
You could feel the thing swaying
Yeah.
when you're up at the top.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
It was scary just doing it recently.
Iron Gwazi's intense.
It was very intense.
Feel like you're gonna get smashed in all those like rectangles.
Yep.
Yeah. She could do Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is fun.
Tower Terror is fun.
It's like spooky. And then you have the drop, but the drop isn't even intense enough to be
they
scary.
let you know it's about to happen.
And all it is weightlessness.
Yeah.
It's not like Dr. Doom's Deathfall is worse, in my
Oh,
opinion.
I agree.
Because you're just
I have
out in
done
the
both.
open and your feet are dangling. You're just
Yeah.
out in the open. That's scary. You're in a box full of everyone else.
What if they had a ride based on Canadian politics?
There's Rocky and Bullwinkle, or Dudley Do-Right.
There is Dudley Do-Right.
That's a universal.
What's some more history that you like, Jeremy? You're more of a history guy. I took American history 3 times and I failed it every time.
I like American history.
I'm not a fan.
I have a sword
From American history.
from American history. You want me to expound on it?
Jeremy, what I want you to do is I want you to grab the sword and unsheath it on the Foley mic.
Oh, on the Foley.
All right. Jeremy's in front of the mic. Let's get this. Wow. Look at it. Oh, it's sheening. Damn. That is Jeremy's Civil War saber. It's an actual saber from the Civil War. Jeremy, social studies about the sword.
Anti-social studies about the sword.
Yes, please.
It's a Union cavalry officer's saber.
Wow.
Made in Massachusetts in 1860, 1 year before the war started.
Wow. So that thing was like probably one of the first swords that went out and saw battle, probably.
Stabbed a bunch of Confederates.
Yep. Those dirty Confederates. We're surrounded by Confederates. Jeremy, right now we're surrounded by Confederates. Oh no!
What's your favorite politician? Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite dictator? People like that Sancho Panza guy.
Trump?
Hey. You know what? He's my favorite dictator too, Jeremy. He's my favorite dictator. Because as it stands right now, I don't believe he's murdered lots and lots of people. So if you're going to pick a dictator, pick the pussy.
He's the most peaceful dictator I've ever known.
Yeah.
Passed a lot of bipartisan shit for a dictator. Who's your favorite dictator, Mike?
Oh, okay. If I had to pick a real one.
Pol Pot?
They all do such bad things, though. The only one I can think of is Castro was like that for a while, wasn't he? Wasn't he like that for a minute?
Yeah.
But then he turned.
Yeah, sure.
He turned to the dark side.
Yeah, sure. There goes all of our Cuban listeners.
We don't have any listeners in Cuba.
Venezuela? Where's Castro from?
I think wasn't he from Cuba?
Is he?
Who's running Cuba right now?
The Cubans?
Do they have a president?
They have, I don't know if they have a president. They might have a presidente.
Who is running Cuba?
Who's really running Cuba?
Who is running Cuba? Cuba's president. They have a president. They have a democracy.
They have an El Presidente.
Miguel Diaz-Canel.
Michael.
Yep. Miggy Diaz-Canel. Or Mickey D for short.
Mickey D. Oh, Mickey D.
So Mickey D is running Cuba, and he's got his second term, Jeremy.
Ooh,
Yep. This was last year he got his second term.
nice.
So apparently Mickey D's doing some pretty good stuff down there,
Actually,
getting reelected. Well, isn't that the same thing? Isn't technically fucking what's his name? Putin. So isn't Putin technically a president, but he's not really a president? He's like a secret dictator who rigs everything to make him reelected every year.
I think they elect him
You think that they do?
fair and square. And who says he's the bad guy? You know, who says
I
he's the
think
bad guy?
history will remember him as not such a nice guy.
Yeah, but who really says it all the time?
The world as a whole.
Is it the world? You don't hear from the world. Who tells you?
Usually
that
when you
Putin's-
go into another country and say, "What I'm going to take what you have and it's mine. I want it. It's mine. And I'm gonna kill as many people as I can while it happens."
I mean, it was his.
His in particular, Jeremy.
It was Russia's,
When, Jeremy? In the
Before the-
USSR?
which was ended in the 80s.
No one remembers the 80s, Jeremy.
Mike, our show is built on the backs of us. We ask about Stallone or Schwarzenegger every episode.
Jeremy.
The world is built on the 80s.
And neither one of them have anything to do with the history of politics, luckily.
The 80s?
Neither one of them,
when the Berlin Wall
Schwarzenegger
fell.
or Stallone, have anything to do with politics.
Crystal knocked.
I'm waiting for you to stop glazing over the fact that he was a governor. He was literally in politics.
As a Republican.
What was he a Republican though?
No. He was married to a Kennedy. Well, now a Kennedy is a Republican, so I don't know. The whole world's topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I think that's what we're learning here today is that world history, especially the political kind, is crazy, and none of it makes sense. You know, your guess is as good as mine.
I'll tell you what. I want a fun president. That's what I want.
Fun president would be cool.
I want a fun president.
Ukraine used to have a fun president, and then he became a war president. He was a funny comedian.
He played the piano with his penis.
Now he's not making any jokes anymore.
Nope, joke's on us. Joke's on us, Mike.
Yep.
Here's all these billions of dollars.
Oh, Jeremy, I have a Christmas present for you.
Oh, it's in your headphone or your little box. Did you wrap it?
I did not. I need you to hold out your hand.
Oh no, it's a spider.
I need you to hold out your close your
It's
eyes.
a spider.
Close your eyes. Close your hand. All right. All right. Open it.
What the hell?
That's Papa Bear's ruby.
Really?
Yeah.
From how?
I got it.
Really?
That's Papa Bear's ruby. It's one of Grandma's rings that that ring that he had deconstructed.
Yeah.
All the gems. That's one of the gems.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How'd you get this?
I have my ways.
Mike, that's fantastic.
I love you.
I love you too.
So now you got one. I know how much that meant to you, man.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
that ruby is even. It's a little tiny itty bit chipped from when they took it out of the ring.
The other ring that I have has one of his rubies in it.
Yep.
And I had it looked at and they were like, you can tell it was chipped and taken out of another thing.
And that one has the same thing.
Wow,
Yep.
Mike. Wow.
So
I love you.
I love you. Wait, let's. we're gonna hug on the Foley.
I know, I turned it up right when we stood up.
I love you.
I love you too, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful gift. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's beautiful.
You turned it up, Max.
I did. I wanted everyone to feel the love. Wow.
Everyone was in that hug with us.
Wow, dude.
So for those of you that don't know, Papa Bear is Jeremy's biological grandfather.
And he's also the grandfather we were raised with.
Yes. But anyway, there's been a tumultuous change of all of the things that, belong to Jeremy's mom and Papa Bear, our grandfather. And I was able to recover one of the pieces of jewelry from a main ring that he had bought our Ingabubba, our grandmother. And then he had separated that ring into many other rings, and a lot of that stuff is just gone. So
Yeah, he passed it down to like nieces, and like Chelsea's got like a ring set that
Yeah.
has pieces of that ring that he got Inga Bubba.
Yeah.
He really like went all out and put so much money into this one monster ring
Yeah.
that she went around and wore for like a year maybe. Mm-hmm. And then she stopped wearing it because it was so big. And his whole plan was to break it down into little pieces so he could give her new jewelry all made out of that one big thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, deconstructed that one giant ring into several pieces of jewelry. And I have now gifted Jeremy one of those pieces.
I have 2 pieces of 8.
Soon we can summon Papa Bear.
Oh no.
We have 2 of the Horcruxes, Jeremy.
Mike, bring the haunted diary back to the studio.
The ritual will begin. Well, I know what we're doing for Halloween this year.
Wow, Mike.
Yeah, so again, we haven't recorded since not only last year, but we haven't recorded since like November. So this is my Christmas. I'm just giving my Christmas present to Jeremy.
I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Papa Bear.
We have to find a way to take that gold and get it into a gold tooth for you.
With the same ruby on it?
Yeah, a gold ruby tooth.
It's Papa Bear. I have a lisp.
You gained a lisp by having all your teeth.
No, the ruby
The ruby.
poking out on my lips.
That's a lot of history right there. There's just social studies.
the political history.
all in that ring.
Papa Bear's dad is the one who ran from Russia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have his, my great-grandfather made a rabbi prayer shawl that he smuggled over with him and his sister as well. So I would actually not exist.
Papa Bear had a sort of accent, didn't he?
He's from Philadelphia.
So it was just a Philadelphian.
He's from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was.
Yeah, I remember he had a heavy accent,
Yep.
but it was a Philly accent.
He was goofy. Goofy Philly accent.
Yeah. He would receive envelopes full of cash. We don't know from where. And our grandma never asked him where that cash came from.
She's a good lady.
Yep. Well, I think she knows not to ask questions.
But when's that coming out?
I need to get our Uncle Dave to scan the documents.
Because I think, sad news, Mike, I think we did get that just in time.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she can hold that conversation.
Yeah. Based on, we went there for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
And I think she forgot us giving her hugs like 3 times.
Yep.
She just kept getting upset that we haven't come to say hello to her.
Yeah. She's like, I see you over there. You haven't said hi yet. I'm like, Inga Bubba, I've hugged you 7 times. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we got that just in time.
Yeah.
Because she corrected a lot of people's stories. She still had all those memories.
Yep.
She got to be like, no, children who I've lied to their entire lives, that story is not.
Well, when people get to be, grandma's age and they start going through changes, so, they tend to still maintain their long-term memory. It's just the short-term stuff tends to go.
All the devious secrets are still in there.
Indeed.
I'm so happy she was wily and creative and did all the things she did.
Yes.
Because then we wouldn't exist.
She remembers Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She protested against him.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
No,
That's a lie.
she was definitely on his side. She was hiking skirts up when she was a cheerleader. She was changing dress codes and integrating everybody. She was all about that.
She's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Well, I think
She did some of her best crimes with people of color.
Yeah. The Irish.
Yeah,
People of color.
Polacks.
Oh, my God.
Isn't it funny that people of color is just colored people backwards?
No, it's not. People of color is not colored people backwards.
It's the same thing.
No, because it would be Rollock, Faux, Iliolop.
Touche, Mike. It would be some weird elvish language.
That's what I'm saying. You weirdo. Well, we've been Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. We steal a new podcast every single Monday. And hey, if you want us to steal your podcast, you can go to our website, MJSYVERSE.com. That's MJSYPOD. patreon.com. It's like come, but with an O. We have a Patreon channel. Go to patreon.com/MJSYVERSE. We have interviews with the hosts. We have banter. We have, you know what? I haven't said this in a while. There's a thing on our Patreon. It's called Michael's Drunk Adventure, and it's a D&D one shot that I wrote hammered, and then we played it hammered. Not me and Jeremy. It was me and let's see, my ex-wife, and some of our friends.
I almost spit take all over my mic when you said ex-wife. Well, it was me and all my ex-wives.
So if you want to hear that, that's on our Patreon page. And you know what? We're getting some input. If you join us on Discord, you can also add and communicate with us input for the show. But we may start to be doing some extra stuff for the Patreon, some very special things, maybe some special skits. You know, these everyone loves these skits. We can't get enough of these skits.
It's bread and butter. It's
So,
the only thing people listen to.
No, I disagree. But, you know, making some special stuff for our patrons, you know, could be a lot of fun and really cool. You put the ring on your finger.
I'm just looking at it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
I'll
you're good.
put it down.
No, you're fine. So you can also find our Patreon episodes on our second channel on Spotify, Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast Supreme, where you can get everything all in one spot. And, we have a phone number.
Yes, we do.
It's 903-287-0660. And you can call and leave us a voicemail. You know, I have a voicemail to play right now, Jenny. Are you ready?
I love voicemails.
Hello, Michael and Jeremy. This is Seymour Boner from Boner and Boner Law Firm. I hope this message finds you well, though I suspect that may not be the case. I'm reaching out regarding a rather urgent matter. It seems the Donkey Balls podcast is suing you both. Mr. Balls is extremely upset about the alleged slandering of his name and brand. He feels that your recent comments have damaged his reputation, and he's ready to take legal action.
Oh, my God.
However, there may still be a way to resolve this amicably. Mr. Balls is willing to accept a formal apology from both of you on the air during your next episode, which could potentially put an end to this lawsuit before it escalates further. Please give the Boner office a call back as soon as possible so we can discuss how to proceed. Thanks.
Well, I have to apologize to Mr. Balls.
This guy thinks we're going to apologize.
But there's a lawsuit, Jeremy.
I'm doubling down.
Fuck you, Mr. Balls.
We're going to get Alex Jones's lawyer. We're going after this thing.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you. Please go 903-287-0660. Leave us a fun voicemail. Try to keep the threatening to a minimum.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Ramp it up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of you Luigis out there.
Let's see. If you want to be Band of the Week, send us your music to our email. It's UHJYEAH at MJSYVERSE.com. Or just send us an email if you just wanna. What else, Jeremy?
Congratulations, President Trump. You did it again.
Anyway.
Just congratulate the president, Mike,
Not gonna do it.
on his victory. He did win.
It was not close. Definitely not close. But anyway, what else, Jeremy?
I think that's it, buddy.
Hopefully,
Tune into the last episode.
tune into the last episode.
It was a good one.
Hey, if this is the first time you've ever listened, listen to more. Okay? Go listen to more stuff that we do.
Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Bye.
I love you. All right, Jeremy, I love you.
I love you too, buddy. Peace.
Bye.
I hear the screams of Now I lay me down to sleep. I keep one eye open. Your hell is haunting me with every word you've spoken. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Now the devil's chasing
All right, Jimmy, all done. All done with the anti-social studies. You know, I never did say the name of the person. It's Emily Glankler. This is her podcast. Emily Glankler. Why are you laughing? It's a good Russian name.
I learned a lot today.
What did you learn, Jamie?
We really stayed on track.
Oh, yeah. Covering the gamuts of history.
Yeah. Like, you got to go to Haunted Mansion.
Uh-huh.
And then, where are you guys going to eat?
The
You going to
town,
have, like, lunch somewhere?
the Disney restaurant.
You going to go to, like, there's a good barbecue place
Oh.
on Main Street.
Well, oh, Jamie, look. It's the grading robot.
No.
Oh, look at him. The beep, boop, boop. Oh, he's printing out our grade.
Poistus.
Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, he didn't like that, Jimmy. Jimmy, what the fuck does that word mean?
Poistus?
Jimmy, no, don't say it again!
Poistus?
Jimmy, run!
No, it doesn't need to be in there.
Wait. Yeah, get the green. Get the... Is this how she did her podcast, do you think? Okay. It was more of the face you made while you were doing it.
Oh my God.
The microphone didn't hit the ground, though. Oh. The microphone, it was saved by the cord.
Oh my God. Oh, dude, my heart just fucking sank. Oh no. Green light's still on.
Yeah, it's good.
Here, just take this out. Get the expensive microphone away. Holy shit.
Yeah, I looked at it. It was just the arm that hit the ground.